Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'm here today with Juliane and Nendel, and of course Christina, the most important person. You can only see me at the moment, but that's okay because I'm the only one chatting. I've got the microphone here. It's the new microphone. Well, not the new one, it's the older one, which is newer than the old one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so welcome to Balcony Banter. We are boiling today. We are really boiling today. It's hot. Yeah, it was like 32 degrees at breakfast this morning. Although we had breakfast at 11.
Shade.
In the shade, yeah. And yeah, there's a little bit of a wind now, but it's still very, very hot. I see there are a few people online, 24 people online. Brandon was first, Mark was second, Marion Island was third, but I think it's showing top chat now and not every chat, so that could be different like that. So today we've got a couple of things for you. First of all, we have the update on the weather, which I just gave. It's hot. Secondly, I'll give you the update on the COVID information, which is basically it's isn't there a thing there that I gave you? It's underneath the plate, I think. Okay, there you go. Just having a little bit of a crisis in the background there. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't panic. We've got it all under control. All under control. Even though I'm a bit late today, let me just have a glass of wine. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on our balcony today. I'm going to have a glass of little wine here. I haven't poured anybody else because they're still on water. And I'm going to go through the COVID update. And then I've got a shout out for a good guitarist. And a shout out to Tom Herdman, who's going home not tomorrow, the day after. He was the guy we met last Saturday. I was going to show how we met him, the Mac Master and Night Strider. I was going to show how we met him. I know we went live on Saturday, but I was going to do with a 360 camera and other cameras. And then I chatted with Tom, and he's going to put it on his channel. So I'm going to cut it tomorrow and send it to him, and then he can upload it on his channel, and I'll link to it. So that's a good thing there. Right. So what are you waiting for? The masks. I looked at the BOE and the BOC, which is the Bulletin Oficial España and Oficial Canarias, to find out what the actual law is, because a lot of people were saying online, including admins of certain groups, saying that there is no exceptions to masks. There is exceptions to the mask, and I have that information as well. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read that out right now, because that's quite important. So what we have here is the actual law on exemption from masks. Now, I'm not going to read the Spanish because my Spanish is very bad, but it starts off la obligación contenida en la apartado anterior. So anyway, I'm not going to do that. The obligation contained in the previous section will not be enforceable for people who present any type of illness or respiratory difficulty that may be aggravated by the use of the mask, or who, due to their situation of disability or dependency, do not have the autonomy to take off the mask themselves, or presents a behavioural alteration that makes the use unfeasible. So anyway, neither will it be required in the case of individual outdoor sport, so as long as you're on your own, nor in cases of force majeure, so that's like a catch-all, or a situation of necessity, or when due to the very nature of the activity the use of the mask is incompatible in accordance with the indications of the health authorities. So what they are saying is use common sense. If using the mask is going to hinder you in any way for breathing, I am morbidly obese. I know I look really slim on camera, but I am morbidly obese, and actually walking with bags of shopping is really hard for me with a mask on, because I got to take in loads of oxygen to feed whatever I'm feeding, I don't know. And so I find it very hard. So I go shopping in the car, obviously, but But that would be something, you know. Somebody stopped me, I just say, look, I'm actually jogging. You know, this is sport for me. Walking is sport. Okay, so that's very important. There are exceptions. I do suppose you do have to have the proof of your respiratory disease in Spanish, so that one might be interesting if your doctor can give you a Spanish one, or if you can get it translated. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's one thing there. That's one thing there. Okay, let's go to COVID now. I've got some details. I've actually got a nice overlay here. There you go, COVID update. You like that? That's cool, isn't it? That is really cool. I like that. Did that myself. So here we go. Here's number one. So number one is, this is the whole of the Canary Islands. We now have 2,500 cases active in the Canary Islands, and a lot of those are on Gran Canaria. In fact, I think nearly 1,000 in Gran Canaria. I don't know what happened there. I don't have any information really about it. But it was blowing up in Gran Canaria. That was terrible. So Tenerife, we also have a spike. We went up another 200 and odd since the last time, since a couple of days. But if you look at the details of the south, then Arona only has, and I'm just checking here because it's too small for me to see, 29, and Adeje, where we are, only has 14 cases. Now, I know we were down to like single figures, and at one point we were actually 0 for a few weeks. But I still think 14 in 50,000 people in Adeje is not too bad. And even 495 in a local population of 100,000. Mm-hmm. So no, 900,000, on the island is not too bad. So if you look at the graph, though, it's pretty scary. This is like going from 0 in July up to where we are today, which is, and this is just for Tenerife. I'm not showing you the one from Gran Canaria because that's really weird. Yeah. In fact, Gran Canaria is worse now than it was at the beginning of the year. So it actually went up and then came down and then went spiked up way past where they were. So let me go back to me. Let me take off the I'll leave the COVID update on for now. COVID update. So I'm going to look for some questions in here. Nobody's entered the room yet. You can enter the room if you want by going to timothydowd.com, and there's you can actually go timothydowd.com/live, L-I-V-E, and there's some instructions there. One guy did come in on Monday, but I didn't see him, and then I didn't have my earphone plugged in, so he left. I apologise to whoever that was. I thought I recognised him, but I don't think it was him. And okay, we're going to go now to our discussion topic, which today is, when we were looking for the discussion topic, I just had I'm going to swing you around here. Okay, there's Juliane. And here's Christina in the corner there. So Juliane is actually front and centre. Ooh. And we're on the side there. I'm actually going to go wide now.
Because the table is different.
The table's slightly different, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. The wide shot's good, yeah. So that gives you a bit more information of where we are. Oh, it shows all the rubbish on the table. There you go. Cheers, we go. So give everybody a wave. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Cheers. Hello.
So the topic today is polarization. The reason I sort of suggested this was what's going on in America at the moment with Trump, and I got some friends I used to work with over there, and actually the friends who were actually friends are now so polarized they can't talk to each other anymore. There are some people that do leave politics aside, but it's basically they only see two sides to everything, and that's what polarization is a sort of a dramatic group or theory or doctrine that basically is at one extreme, and the only way to be against it is to be the other extreme. And I was saying, isn't there like a middle ground, because I know a lot of people, I don't want to go into politics, but I was using the example of Christianity being nice to people, and then right-wing Christianity says only be right to the people that are like us, type of thing. And so it was really weird how you could have this duality. and that polarization is happened, I think, quite often. But I see it more now with Brexit. You're either a moaner or a quitter. That Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter. Men against women. I mean, I had a discussion on Facebook the other day where somebody accused me of yeah, it doesn't matter, but I wasn't being sexist at all. It was I was saying things like, hey, maybe we get Formula One and jump off a mountain, and maybe pro golf. And somebody said, oh, it's all men stuff. And I said, well, you know, women play golf, women jump off mountains and have adventures, women play golf. So she put it into me that I was being sexist, saying all these manly things, when in actual fact they're not. So and it was polarization. So anyway, that was my point on it. And Juliane, when I mentioned that we were thinking of doing this, she says, "Oh, I've got something that sort of fits in with that." So that'd be nice to hear, because she hasn't told me yet. And Christina wanted a different topic, but we're going to do that next week or the week after, because we've got 3 topics that were on the table. So I don't know, are you prepared for polarization? What's your take on polarization there, Christina? Let me just hand over the mic. There you go. Put you on the spot now, Naked.
Yeah.
On live TV.
I don't really know what to say. I just think that people should use their own brains.
That is the most profound thing I've heard.
Yeah.
That's really good. That
Yeah.
people
And
should
you-
use their own brains.
And you had a really good question as well. You asked if there was anything positive in polarization, and I was like, yeah, of course. It's a legitimate question and an excellent one, actually, because I mean, I want to only come in from a more holistic angle and not go too much into politics. No. But I mean, political leaders and religious leaders, I think they disagree on many things, but have throughout the history, I guess, agreed on one thing, and that is that we become what we think about.
We become what we think about.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So I mean, that's something that sometimes needs a moment to sink in, because we think a lot, and but do we actually think? Because we are presented by something, and that controls our thinking so much that we give in to what is presented by the media or through conversations where we engage in, and then that becomes our sort of pattern, how we think. And
So you mean that the framework is given to us,
the framework,
and we decide to work within the framework instead of creating our own framework?
yes, and because of, I mean, of course, if we engage with things or pictures or videos that are more in alignment and more favorable to our thinking. You know, I would not come up and engage with someone I wouldn't like. But actually, that's the challenge.
Okay.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That I was like, yeah, but I mean, actually, wouldn't it be nice to switch your head around, and engage with someone who actually really pisses you off? You know, that would make a difference. You know. And then I was thinking about polarization. So polarization is sort of a perception. It's a way of looking at things. Like, take for instance polarized sunglasses.
Okay.
They also make things appear differently.
That's good.
And although it's the same thing. I see the tomato and the potato salad on my plate, but looking at it through normal sunglasses, it looks, wow, it's there. But then taking a polarized sunglass, it makes it look so differently. Because the light is different.
Right.
And the light that comes in is different.
So if we go back to that analogy, that the polarization is just the reflection of somebody telling you something based on their ideology.
Yeah.
And that is projected into you, and you take that as a framework to work within and either agree or disagree with them.
Because we choose to engage with something. I guess we all make choices to click on something which shouts, "Here, have my attention."
Yeah.
You know,
Advertising.
And most of the time it's the click clicks get the most clicks where it's screaming the loudest. You know.
The clickbait.
Yeah, you know. So.
Hi MacMaster, if you're watching, I loved your clickbait on I chopped my finger off on the boat trip. That was really good. He showed me that actually. He showed me his finger. One of the blades sort of like nicked him a little bit. No, he's got one finger in his clickbait finger.
He's a man.
Polarization again.
There she is, you know. I said earlier on, Christine is always really cracking me up. She seems such a quiet little person, and then all of a sudden, boom, she says one little thing, and then it's like, boom, what? It totally shocks me.
Well, I think Christina's learnt, and this is one of the topics we're going to do next week, I think Christina's learnt to live life every day, right?
Yeah.
And don't waste time.
Yeah.
Don't waste time. Which is another thing for polarization, really. It's, you know, let's go back to the comments. Where are the comments? Oh, I've got to go in. Your current live streams. Have I got more than one? Top chat. Roger Channing, thank you very much for the donation. He pressed the little dollar sign, which brings him right to the top. Says, thanks for the vlogs, always very useful. Thank you, Roger. So I got some questions. Well, okay, I'll just say hello, hi from these guys. Hi from Germany. Alexander Maywald. Hi. Simon Leons, good evening from Keynsham. Actually, Simon, I've got this your guitarist guy coming up in a minute. Although I couldn't get the sound to work, unfortunately. But I got a picture of him so people can go there and have a look. So I'll just go through everybody. Mark, Marion, Brandon, Kevin, Patrick, Alexander, Kevin, Dave, all saying hi. Denise Pearson, please say hello to Scott from Denise and Steve, aka Mum and Dad. You got him to watch your channel. Hey, cool. Tracy Addison, hi Tim, Christine and Juliane. Lynn Rowlands, hi, hope you're all well. We're fine, thank you. C. Russian, hi all from Carl and Maz in Birmingham. Steve Williams, good afternoon, hope you're all well. Brandon Blaze, it's hard to wear a mask in that hot weather. It is actually, because that's why we stay at home and drink wine. That's probably the easiest.
You.
They're still on the water, the Aquavit. And hi Time. I was the guy talking to you on the Switcher Studio Facebook page. Hope you're having a good day. Surviving the apocalypse. Sim, sorry, okay. Yeah, nobody came in, but if you do come in, please hold fast because I do see you popping in. Okay, Lynn Rollins. I'm asthmatic, find out how to breathe in a mask. Am I exempt? With the asthmatics, I think you are exempt if you can. If you have a proof that you're asthmatic and you get caught. I mean, basically, just do what you want. Have a bit of common sense. And if the police stop you, that's when you need to worry about whether you got papers on you. I mean, we're not like a dictatorship, and the police do understand when you talk to them. I mean, if you speak Spanish, that's great. If you don't, then you probably need some sort of paper to say you're exempt from the masks. Although if you're asthmatic, you wouldn't be going for walks in this heat anyway. Dave Murphy, lots of people don't think, they just repeat that's very good. So Dave Murphy's joining the conversation here. Thank you,
Good.
Dave.
Thank you.
Lots of people don't think, they just repeat the last thing they heard and believe it. How's that? I mean, I know I do that, but I tend to make sure it's true first.
That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll try and find another source. A different source.
And the BOA is quite a reliable source, the official source.
The official source, yeah. If you do speak Spanish, it's really good having a read through that.
Yeah.
But if you don't speak Spanish, go to Jenna Anscombe's website. And let's just blend that in. I always give her a push there, because she tends to translate all the important bits. So if you're looking to do your online research, Jenna Anscombe is a great resource. I'll leave that up for now. We do have Sandra joining in as well, Sandra Dale. Thank you, Sandra, for joining the conversation. It all depends on how susceptible you are. You have to make your own mind up and follow what you believe.
Yeah.
Is that always true?
Well, what your beliefs, I guess, are sort of, they're part of your habits.
So if you're true to yourself, right, as long as it doesn't harm anybody else, then that should be okay.
Yeah. But I mean, your own beliefs can also be distorted, sort of. You know? But that's another topic. That's a.
I think the question is why do you believe it, Sandra? Maybe you're right. You follow your own beliefs as long as you've gone into it and you know why you believe it.
Exactly.
If it's just a belief and there's no sort of empirical evidence, then it's okay to follow that. But you're probably better off having some empirical evidence before you follow your belief. Yeah?
And then of course, I mean, look at the things you believe, but who actually takes the time to say stop? Okay, what am I actually here believing? I do. I know I do.
Well, I think a lot of us do.
Christine does. But a lot of us do, and that's a good thing to do. Because it's analyzing yourself, and then oftentimes you find that what you think about yourself or others, it's what a lot of people have the same issues with.
Mm-hmm. I also find that sometimes
we are very much more alike than we are actually different.
I agree, but lately I found out something happened. I don't want to go into details, but I looked around me in the environment I was in, and I realized I had nothing in common with anybody sat there.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
And it shocked me at first, because I'd chosen that place to go. I'd chosen those people to talk to, and it's been 6 years. And it just something happened, and I looked around, and I realized I had zero in common with these people.
But don't you think, like, for example, this is where social polarization makes definitely a statement?
I think the polarization does make a statement, but I couldn't say that they were all the same, in the same opposite corner, if you like.
Yeah.
So I think if you looked at them, they just weren't interested in what I was interested in. And so
or anymore,
yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I put myself in a corner, so I nailed my flag to the wall, and realized that they were far away, but they weren't all in the same corner.
Yeah.
But I could theoretically put them all in the same corner.
You could.
And that would be polarization.
Yeah.
But you got to realize that there's a different reason why I've got nothing in common with these people.
Yeah.
And it's basically a lack of something and not something they've done. I'm just going to pick somebody else because Stephen came in. We're here there is a possibility that Tenerife will be taken off the quarantine list. Have you heard anything? Well, the quarantine list, I think, is in Britain. So I'm sure that you would hear that before we would. But we are still working very hard with the, I mean, not we, but the Canarian government is working very hard to get that done. But they're not preempting anything, because if they come out with information before the Brits do, then it would just be, it wouldn't be politically correct. So you're going to hear before we do, I think. Gareth Rose, hi, I'm in Benidorm now, but come over to Tenerife next for fortnights. Cool, Gareth, from Benidorm. So can you come from the mainland to the Canarians now? I thought they'd stop that.
You are the
No, I thought they'd stop that.
the COVID man.
I'm the COVID man, yeah. Well,
the expert.
the expert. Okay. Well, if you can come, great, Gareth, great. Kevin Tong, you get on with life the best way you can. Christine, enjoy your life the best way, great. Actually, Christine is probably better than Juliane and me, because she is a very, very simple life outlook, isn't it? Yeah. If it's tasty, eat it. If it's stood still, paint it.
Yeah.
Or get Tim to paint it.
Yeah. I don't know, do you?
I don't know, no. I don't know.
She picks up on vibes a lot.
She picks up on vibes, yeah. She has a. I think that she's cleverer than a lot of us put together.
Oh, she is.
Lee Shaw, evening, guys. I hope you're all okay. Julie Bradshaw, hope you're all okay. Love listening to you. Thank you, Julie. And Lee Shaw, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you very, very much. It does help. Every donation helps. Are you meeting up with Lee and Andrew? I'm meeting up with. Oh, that was Philip Warner. I'm meeting Lee on Friday. We're going to meet up about 4, and then we're going to go live at 5, and we're going to show the behind the scenes of how we set all this up, and then I'm going to interview him as what's it like to be a full-time vlogger. So that might be interesting. Friday 5, or it might be a bit later actually, because you never know. But I'm hoping to go live Friday. Lynn says hi. Thank you, Tim. I have an exempt badge in English. Will that do? It'll do until the policeman says no. So theoretically I would just get it translated, even if you just translate it yourself and print it out and stick it on the back. Ian Wood, don't believe in the media, do a little research and find out the truth. That's true. The media is a big thing, and you've got to take everything into consideration. And where do you get your truth if it isn't the media? Maybe you get it from yourself.
Yes.
What you believe. We're back to what we believe.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But that voice, that small inner little voice, is not as loud as the external. That voice is very silent and it's not shy. Or have you ever heard like someone shout, "Peace"? Peace. Well, yeah, a lot of them are now, which is maybe a sign. But yeah.
You're right. Nobody shouts peace.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's another day. Is when does silent protest that doesn't work turn into violent protest?
Yeah.
We're going a bit heavy on this channel.
But you know what? I think it's a lot about habits and paradigms.
Yeah,
absolutely. And the earliest paradigms. That's why I actually made this potato salad today. I made a potato salad, and I said to Christine when I put the potato salad on her plate, she tasted it and she said, "Oh, it tastes exactly like my mom's." And I said, "Oh, but this one is the northern German recipe and not the southern, the Bavarian recipe is different, you know." So when one of the earliest habits or paradigms that people have when they make their appearance on Earth, that's the food, you know, and food. I still make the potato salad. I was shown when I was a kid, you know. Today I made it a little bit different, but because of weather and all that.
Food and culture. I have
Yeah.
a story about that. My mother was cooking a leg of lamb, big leg of lamb. It's actually a leg of mutton, I think, but a leg of lamb. And she was dressing it, and she was just about to put it in the oven, and she asked me, Dad, can I borrow your hacksaw? And she got the hacksaw, and she just sawed the last 3 inches off the knuckle of the lamb. Wrapped it in foil or whatever she was doing with it, put the things and stuck it in the oven. And I said, why do you saw the last 3 inches off the leg? And she said, well, my mum always used to do that. Right? And so I went, okay. So the next time we were at Grandma's house, or Nana's house, I said, Nana, why did you saw the last 3 inches off the leg of lamb before you put it in the oven? She says, because it wouldn't fit in the pot otherwise. So basically it became a sort of a thing that my mum did without even knowing why.
Yeah, and
So-
it's passed on
And it was passed
from
on. Yeah.
generation
Yeah.
to generation.
It sounds like a joke. In fact, I think it
until
was a joke.
somebody
but-
decides to cut maybe 5 inches, or don't cut at
Patrick
all.
Macmillan, thank you very much for the donation. Really appreciated. If you want to join Patrick and Lee and Roger, just press that little $sign. Or if you want to send us a token of a thanks or support directly, you can go to timothydowd.com and press the support button. We do really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you very much. So we've got a few more. Oh no. Paul B says, I'm now the COVID man. So we got the Macmaster, the Night Strider, and now the COVID man. Steve says thanks. Steve Williams says hi from Steve and Sandra from Kidderminster. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
I bet you're glad you got home because it is boiling here today. It is boiling.
It is,
It's uncomfortably hot, I think. Patrick Kelly, hi. Gimbal Walk TV, hello from Yorkshire, England. Epicenter of the rain this week. Rain.
Oh,
What's rain? What's rain?
yes.
Let's go to England.
Hi Tim from cold Hamilton in Scotland. Can you give me your lovely girlfriend Catherine a big shout out please? Oh, Patrick Kelly wants to give. Okay, I will give Patrick and his lovely girlfriend Catherine a big shout out. Have a great day. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hi Tim, John Kerr from cold Scotland. Darren 2113. Good afternoon from cloudy England. Kevin Tong is screaming, please like the vlog guys, thumbs up for Tim, keep pressing the like button, but only once, lol. Thanks Kevin. Nobody came in yet. Jamie says hello. Hello, it's Jamie. See Rushton, sun out in Birmingham. Thank you Carl. I keep calling you C. Rushton because that's what it's on here, right? But he's now said his name's Carl. Thank you Carl. I shall remember that. It's a shame it's not Willie, innit? It could be easy to remember Willie Rushton. Yeah, any relation to Willie Rushton? Do you remember him in English TV? I don't know. Is he still alive? I'm going to have some of my olives. Now, I made this last night.
Very good. Very good.
At midnight,
Can I have some?
I put in
Yeah. I put
5
you
different types of peppers.
some- and garlic.
3
Lots
different
of
types of-
garlic.
Well, the mistake is the onion, I think. The onion doesn't taste good. It should have just been peppers and garlic.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
And I got these little things here. Don't know what they are, but they're crispy.
Crispy.
Oh, and we've got to thank Juliane for making the. She said she made it, but thank you very much for making the German
Yeah.
potato salad.
So everyone was wondering what I was gonna make with the cucumber,
Mhm.
right? With the pickle.
There we are. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you. You're very welcome. Darren Jones, hi Tim, and everyone from the Wrexham. Stay safe, everybody. My mum and dad got burnt in Wrexham. Is it really? Was it serious? So they don't mess around in the crematorium. Oh, that's actually true. Both my mum and my dad were cremated in Wrexham, I think. Or was it just my dad?
Hmm.
No, I think my mum was cremated in Chester. That was the last time I was in England, I think. My dad's funeral. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Okay, Patrick and Tim and Wrexham. Lee Shaw, see you in 4 weeks, Tim. And Christina, quarantine permitting. Thank you very much.
Ja,
Thomas Weigert von Hamburg.
Hallo Thomas.
Regnet es. In Hamburg, it's raining. 17 degrees C.
Ja, wäre ganz schön jetzt.
Uh-huh.
So eine halbe Stunde könnte man das aushalten, ne?
Genau. We could actually last another half an hour with it raining. We're still online. It's 37 minutes, so we're going to close out in a minute because we're going to finish eating so you don't hear me chewing all the time. I got one or two other things to say before we go though, so don't worry. Kevin Tong, thumbs up. Ian Wood, great tea cake debate. Thank you very much. Joe Wilson, hi Tim, sun is out in Clydebank after a lot of rain. Cheers, Joe. Kevin Tong, any potato salad left? But not for you. It's gonna go. It's gonna go.
Ja.
And Carl says my nickname at school was Willie Rushton. Cool dude. Cool dude. David Mulready. I have to go, guys. Love you. Stay safe. See you, David. Thank you very much. We got to go too, but before we do, Simon Leons. I can never get that right. Sorry, Simon. And C. They sent me a link to a young lad, and I do apologise. I don't know whether it's a nephew or what relationship he is, but he says have a look at his guitar playing, and I get a lot of people that send me stuff and say, look at this, it's great, right? And to tell you the truth, sometimes it's not so great, but that's fine. But I looked at this guy, and he's amazing. He really is good. He's got 200 followers on YouTube, but he's a finger-picking guitarist. And the first one I looked at was his rendition of Billie. Now, he doesn't sing. I haven't seen one where he sings. But his first rendition was of Billie Jean from Michael Jackson, played on the guitar, and he plays all instruments on the guitar at the same time. It's amazing. Now I tried to download it, but YouTube wanted some money for that. Well, not money. They want me to subscribe to this premium thing, and I didn't want to do that just at the moment because you get a free anyway. So I didn't get to do the music, but I did do this, which I screenshotted his channel. Now his name is Benny C. Jones, and if you go to youtube.com/Benny C. Jones Music, then you go to his channel there and have a look at some of the ones he's done, especially that Billie Jean one. That was really fantastic. And if you like what he does, give him some love and give him a thumbs up. And if you want to hear any more of what he's doing, then don't forget to subscribe to his channel. So that's Benny C. Jones, and this is us. As always, you can subscribe to Juliane's YouTube channel, yes, and go to her website, www.julianenendel.com. You can also go to www.lwmst.com, which is Christina's website, which is exactly the same as my website, but she wanted her own. So.
I didn't want it.
She didn't want it. I'm just. It's some.
He made it up.
I did. I always make stuff up. We're in Kaya Savaki.
Which is good.
Don't forget that we also have a Facebook channel. You can search there. For those people who follow us on Facebook, I usually, and in Instagram, of course, I usually post my food. And the reason I've not been posting food every other day is because we're on this sort of diet.
Fasting diet.
A fasting diet, yeah. What did I do now? Oh, there we go.
Are you as well, or just Christina?
Oh no, I'm on it as well. Except that when I'm not supposed to eat, I eat.
Yeah.
I cheat.
You are faster.
I'm a very fast faster. Yeah. I can fast. I can have.
When he's not supposed to eat, he eats anyway.
But I eat less. I eat less, don't I? No dessert and all that, and I just have the leftovers from the other day. And of course, if you want to follow us, and if you're not already subscribed to our channel, LWMST, we got 73 people online. I want to thank you all for all of our sponsors, including the ones from the very beginning. And we do appreciate all you do for us. And if you're ever over, don't hesitate to give us a call. Anybody who sponsors us through the sponsor button on the website gets an email address and our telephone or WhatsApp number. So, and I try and respond either the same day or the next day to those questions. Willie Rushton, we did. Stay safe. David went. Gimbal Walk TV. Considering a 360 camera, would you recommend it, Tim? Are they good for walks, drives around? I'm intrigued by them. They are very good, actually. I've just started using it again now, and I'm really interested. But there's a lot of people who don't like it. They say it's sort of like makes them dizzy. But the good thing about the newer ones, especially the QCam 8K and the 361R, I think it's called, Insta361R. I've got the Insta361X, and it's passable, but the quality in video, it's okay for YouTube. It's okay for YouTube. And real estate, I use it for real estate things. But the new ones that are coming out, they're really, really good. The Z1 from Theta, from Ricoh Theta Z1 is a very good one. The only thing is there's a lot of post-processing involved. Now you can do a lot of it on your phone or on your tablet. It's a novelty at the moment, I think, but it's the way to go, because you can reframe. So you take all of the video, and then in post-production you decide what you want to look at, which is a very good thing. But because you're zooming into a portion of the whole sphere, and it's only 5.7K, then you're not getting full HD when you zoom into a 1080p thing for the technical people. Okay. All right, but you can pick them up for $300 these days. Decent ones, 400 or 500, but that's something I got for the real estate business, and the real estate business actually paid for it. So the first few jobs I did with those paid for the camera. So it was a self-financing hobby, wasn't it? Although that dried up actually in March. Although I did do one the other day for a neighbour, so that was quite good. Okay, it's Gimbal. Say hi from Nick and Belinda. See you on the 17th, hopefully. Nick Johns. Okay. Mark Ancliffe. Hi everyone. Likes guys for the show from Kevin Tong. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't ask for that, do I? If you did like the show, or if you do like the show, please press the little thumbs up. That helps us get shown to more people. And our team includes Christina in the conversation with you both. You know, we picked a topic that Christina wasn't ready to talk about, right?
Oh.
So, but topics next week maybe will be something, because she wants to do family.
You pick the topic.
You pick the topic for next week, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, she hates the sound of her own voice as well, don't you, kid? I say
I do, yeah.
I think I say you're gorgeous,
But
but
it's
you don't like
It's
it.
not my voice anymore.
No.
My voice used to be a lot better. Not as strong and slow.
Can't we like turn the speed up? I'll tell you what, don't watch us live next week. Watch us after the fact and play it back at 1.5 speed.
Oh. So I think
Nasty person. Now, I've got the mic in my hand because what mic do you use, Tim? Actually, this one at the moment is an old, Rode Smart Lav Plus, Rode RODE, or R, whatever that O is with a line through it, DE, and it's an Australian company, and it's a little lavalier mic with a little fluffy thing on it, and it just clips in, or it picks up a lot. Actually, it's quite good. I'm going to point it towards me. You might have been hearing the Kiwis chattering, as they whisper quite, you know. Especially late at night after a couple of bottles of this. They're witty. The Kiwis are very witty. Stay safe all, Willie Rushton, thanks. Thanks. Simon Musket, hi. Kevin Tong, thumbs up. The Mystery Man, Kyle, just nipped in, gotta go. Tea's ready. See you, Mystery Man. Christina is the boss. She is the boss.
She is.
JC, hi everyone. Busy in the garden between the rainstorms, so missed to catch you next time, no problem. England girl arrested for jump in the swimming pool. Let time Tenerife black in March. England girl arrested for jump in the swimming pool. Let time Tenerife black in March. I think that might be a typo. I do remember there was a woman that was refused to get out the pool when the police came and arrested her. That was back in March, that's correct. Anna Marie McDade, over in 4 weeks hopefully. Fingers crossed, Anna Marie. Gimbal What TV, thanks so much Tim for the 360 cam info, really do appreciate it. In fact, if you go to Insta360 on YouTube, there's a great, they post every other day there. That gives you an idea about what you can do with 360 cameras. And their Insta360 1R is the new flagship, and it's a modular camera. But look at Ben Claremont. Ben, C-L-A-R-E Mont. He's an Australian guy. He's like the 360 guy, and he also sells a course on 360 photography. So those are two good resources there. Insta360 and Ben Claremont. Why the diet? Actually, I read something in the MS Translate. It's called. It's a Facebook page called MS Translate. He's an Australian guy, and he's a mate of a guy I used to work with in Munich. And so we got together, and he's one of the leading MS researchers. And what they found was in the MS version in rats, or they say mice, but it's rats really. If you fast every second day, it generates a what's the word?
Myelin.
It's a reaction that generates stem cells, which leads to myelin reconstruction. Now, even though the myelin is being destroyed at a certain rate in MS, that's the sheath around the nerves. It says here that this helps replenish some of it, so that you don't get badass quick. It's not going to bring you back up to, to not having MS, but it generates myelin. Now, it's not been proven in humans, and we need to lose a little bit of weight anyway. We're 48 minutes in.
Wow.
Oh wow, that was way too long. Okay, why the diet? Matt Walker, hello Tim, Christina, Juliane, the food looks amazing. Oh, there it is. And I've been chit-chatting all day and they're scoffing it all. I've even got ham and cheese I've not unpacked yet. And salamis. And I got some blue cheese somewhere. Brotzeit. Yeah, it's called German Brotzeit, which directly translated means bread time.
Bread time. Well, here's the bread.
But it's sort of a snacky type thing. Snacky dinner.
It's like tapas.
Matt Walker. Hi Tim, Christina, Juliane, nice to see your balcony banter going strong from Jim Rafferty, Brown Blades. Is that a department? I can't remember what I was saying when you typed this. So if you could put the context back in that, Brandon, I can answer that. Hi Tim, hope you and Christina are well. We are, thank you. Is that a how old is your wife? Is that a how tell? How old is your wife? My wife is 21 in a few months.
Many months.
Kevin Tong, brilliant show guys. Till the next one. Bye Tim and Christina and Juliana, stay safe. Thanks Kevin, thanks for watching, and we're actually going now. So you are the last guy I'm going to respond to.
Lucky you.
Nobody came in to the video chat, so I'm leaving the room. I'm gone. I'll take this down.
56, by the way.
You're 56? She's 56. She doesn't mind. So I'm going to zoom in. Oh, I can't do this because it's all backwards today. There we go. We're going to zoom into... Oh. There we go. Zzzt. So it's just on YouTube now. So if you want to look at the camera, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
We're zooming over to me now. Are you ready for your close-up, Mr. Dowd? I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today and joining us every day. I'm going to be putting up some more driver rounds on the days where we're not live. Friday, as it says, I'm going to be meeting up with Lee Davey, the Macmaster, and I'm going to interview him about what it's like to be a full-time vlogger now that COVID is, well, now that he's back on the island a few times. And if you haven't seen any of Macmaster stuff, and I'm sure everyone has, but if you haven't seen anyone, go to the UK Macmaster here on YouTube and subscribe to his channel. And there's a guy called Andrew Knight, who's the Macmaster's wingman, who he's got a car hire company here called Sanasty Car Hire, Sanasty Car Hire in Los Cristianos, and they do a lot together, and he's just started a channel as well, so look up Andrew Knight Tenerife, and they're showing a lot of stuff. They went up the mountain yesterday and they did a great vlog. Andrew did a great vlog of the mountain going up the cable car. Even though we got the Kalima, there's some great views there. So that's the type of stuff we're not going to do, because Christina doesn't want to go up those little mountain roads and she can't see very well anyway, so going to look at something is useless for us. But those are the two guys that I recommend if you're on here. There's also another couple of guys that are doing walkarounds. Walk With Me, I think, is one of them, 00. And there's a new guy just started up, and he says, tell me where to go and I'll go and review it for you. I can't remember his name offhand, but have a look for that. It's another upcoming vlogger. They're all coming out the woodwork now. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's going live. So I just hope that I find you well. I hope that I've answered lots of your questions. If you need any other help, you know, send me an email. Go to timothydowd.com and press the contact button. I don't know everything, but I typically know where to find the information, and I won't give you any wrong information. So if I can't consolidate, or if I can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Prove. If I can't prove the information, then I won't say anything. So it's yeah. Anyway, so 53 minutes, way too long, way too long. Ladles and jelly spoons. This is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife, with the rest of us signing off. Thank you. And bye.
Bye.